How's it going, Blazers? This is David of Blade Banter. We're going to be working on building that community to allow for discussions while providing specifications you can relate to so you can have an educated decision on your purchases. This one is the Copper Natrix, very much something that everybody was waiting for. I ordered it on 3/21. I got mine on 11/20, so 8 months later. So they were working through some finish issues, not issues, but they were trying to get the patina right. So I do appreciate that. So that's the order number there, or the model number, 7006CU. I bring this video to you begrudgingly because I found issues with it. With the copper Natrix, I feel that it's an engineering issue. I inadvertently found this problem from removing the pocket clip because I wanted to actually have a even patina all the way throughout. That's where I saw on JT's knife where the pocket clip was underneath that was still basically almost that new out-of-box type of coloration, and then the rest was actually showing the patina. So I wanted to take that clip off so I could have that even patina, and then I'll put the clip back on once I kind of get a baseline. So some of the minor things that I feel are more just a nitpick on my part, and then we'll get into the actual part that I feel is that engineering issue. Now for the ones that I feel are kind of nitpicky, jimping not really needed on a flipper tab. That's pretty aggressive for this little knife. I'll compare it to the Fault Line. Roughly the same size flipper tab. This one has no jimping on it. A lot more comfortable to use. This one bites in quite a bit when you use it, but that might be just my non-calloused hands here. So anybody with a lot of callus on their hands that can they just poke the needle on it and you don't feel that. That might not be an issue, but I feel that's a little bit too much for it, and also for the subliner lock release or subframe lock release. There is a little bit of a curve for it for an unlock, but it doesn't really match up with your thumb when you're pushing it over. So that's kind of a little bit more uncomfortable than needed for that. So getting into the actual problem that I inadvertently found. So I lost all detent for the subframe lock. I went and contacted, I posted it up on Tuesday when I got it in, as far as the issues I found. And then I went and tagged Kershaw to see if they would respond to it. And then I actually called a reputable retailer that I got it from. And then they said that initially, I think there was a misunderstanding because I asked them about it because I told them what happened, just removing the pocket clip. I lost detent, just the subframe lock was having issues. And then they checked in and they said, well, since you took apart the knife, you're on your own. We'll just kind of help you out with Kershaw, but we won't be able to take it back. I was like, so in taking off the pocket clip, which it's reversible right and left hand, that's taking apart the knife? Okay. So I got a supervisor, explained it again, and then they said, well, you can send it back to us, but if we found that you tampered with it all, then we'll go through the warranty process, so we won't take care of you on that. So I wasn't too impressed with that side, and really the company that I got it from, I really had a very good experience with before. So I then went to contact Kershaw. Kershaw hadn't heard anything about it as far as their warranty department yet. So I was telling them that it's popping up a little bit as far as other people having issues, because I wanted to see if mine was kind of that one-off, which it was not. I found, at least on social media side, two other folks that had the same issue with just removing the pocket clip, because the actual subframe lock utilizes these pocket clips as part of the unit, which is, I feel, not really the best, at least for, I guess, for what the issue has. I think they could have used maybe this back body screw as part of it, so the actual pocket clips do not play a factor on the actual function of the knife. So this is what I did with it. So I just removed the pocket clip, and that's all I did. I was like, okay, well, and then this is going to patina up really nicely on this side, and this side will be the same. So I'll carry it around like this for a while. So this is what happens with it. So there's no detent on that anymore. And then you say, okay, well, you fix it. So now detent's back. Then, so these are the screws that are part of that subframe lock. So I'm going to tighten it down a little bit to just make sure and show you guys as far as, well, why don't you just tighten those screws? I'm going to tighten these down even more than I'm comfortable with. And still has the issue. So click. And some people aren't having this issue. So, I mean, there are a few that are not having that problem, because I'm also on social media, I was asking other people as far as on their knife if this was having issues with it. And some were saying, no, it works great. But others are saying, yeah, that's what I'm having issues with too. So not impressed with that. So these so it's reversible. So right, left hand. So right hand, left hand. So if you're a left-handed person, you might be buying a knife that will be deemed useless because you won't have a detent, because you're going to put the screws in here, you're going to take it out from here, put it on that side, and then you're going to lose all your detent, because these screws for the pocket clip are part of the actual mechanism. So you're going to have to either order new screws, so you're going to have 4 screws going down here, 2 screws over there for your pocket clip, and then then you're gonna have, but you're gonna have to wait for that. So I'm not really impressed with that process. I guess tell me if there's something that I'm doing wrong with it, but it seems to be an engineering issue. I mean, if they utilize this back screw that's already there as part of that mechanism, then the pocket clips would just have a baseline purpose of being a pocket clip and not actually part of the actual locking mechanism. Or if you're going to do that, well, I guess you got to include, I guess, 2 other screws, or when you order it, you say, I'm left-handed and I want to have my knife work. So hopefully you get some response on it. I'm going to be sending this back to Kershaw, and I'm not looking forward to that either, because previous experience with Kershaw is I'm going to have this sent back and I'll have it gone for like a month and a half, and then that's if it's in stock too. So then I'll send it back, then I'll wait another month for it to get my knife back. But yeah, how it goes. And then also I did check on their website too. As of January 2019, there will be actually charging you for return shipping. So they'll still take care of you for the warranty process. But as of January 2019, due to probably the amount of things that are going in and out, they cannot sustain sending knives back at no cost anymore. So they are going to be charging you $7 to send it back to you. So I'll send this out before January, and hopefully they process it before then, because a lot of it, they didn't even open my box for some time because of how backlogged they are. For ZT side, they're less backlogged, but let me know what you think on that. I guess Kershaw, let me know what you think about it too. I guess, yeah, it seems to be an engineering issue there, and hopefully, or I would have thought that would have been kind of vetted through the time period that they had of more than 8 months, maybe a little bit less due to manufacturing. Thanks again for your time. Let me know in the comments down below as far as anything that your thoughts are, and thank you very much.